you bitch! Oh dear. No. No, Prophet!
You having fun with that? It's like,
Prophet
are you
shot me
having
in the
fun,
face.
Gavin? Are you really having fun?
And I'm having a wonderful time, Moon.
I am sure you are. Anyway, part 20. Snowball had to go for the evening, and this will probably be my last episode of the evening, since it is 2 in the morning, and I don't know. Anyway, so now, let's see. Rashana, that's right. These guys have a tendency to. It just says talk. So let's see what these guys have really quick to offer, and if they just add more mission markers, then I'm gonna go and first of all, I'm gonna go and do the bone dust thing for Dom. And well, why am I calling them Dom? It's Da. Where the hell am I getting Dom from?
Gears of War 3.
I haven't played Gears of War in forever.
One of the two things are about to happen.
Are you going to take me on another drug trip, or are you just going to give me a place to go, Tensei?
No, I'm just going to tell you that one of the two things are going to happen. I'm either going to get completely ripped out of the party because my connection's going complete shit, or the host has a terrible, terrible connection. And,
it's because you're nuts, Grafiki. Grafiki says he loses fire payment. Really? So that's why you have such a problem with... That's why you have such a problem with Rashani. She burns all of Oros. We need Krati. A mask in my vision. More than a mask. Batari loves Krati. Batari hates Krati. Fears Krati. Is that so?
Krati too hot.
Alive, she burns Krati. You're hurting me, man. You're hurting me. I am ready. Find the mask of Krati, then we break Batari. I love how I just hold my hand over the open flame. Okay, so just talking to him, I'm pretty sure is just going to add a mission marker. Yes, okay. So, I'm going to do the same with Karush real quick. And just, you know, just give me options and all that wondrous jazz and, you know, oh god, I'm going caveman.
Well, it's not really saying anything, since you pretty much got half a brain anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, you're not Karush. Why am I talking to you? You're not Karush. Go on, Karush. Oh, boy. Karush is going to find Mog, the man or thing that killed his son. I see. Okay. Nope. Go back to the map. There we go. So, oh my god, he's way up there again. Catch up to Karush and join his fight against it. Okay, so that means it's a guy. It's not an animal. I have a soft spot for helping Dom right now, so I think I'm gonna go and help him. Go and get him his bone dust to help him with the fire fever. Poor guy. Just gotta get stiff when you don't go to work at that time. Anyway, just get myself a quick glass of iced tea here. Hopefully not pour it all over the fucking table. Okay. I don't think I did. Oh, shut up, Gavin. And I didn't. Okay. It's just, I gotta get a new picture. Oh, jeez, I'm actually really close to going and face Ull if I wanted to, but I do not want to. There's so much left to do.
Ooh.
Yes, Ull. U-L-L. That's how you spell his name. Ull.
Oh, the guy I'm thinking of spells his name U-L-L-R. Uller. He is actually a Norse god, the Norse god of hunting, I believe.
Interesting. Well, Ul here is one ugly-ass motherfucker who needs to see a dentist.
You know, that's not the same Ul we're talking about.
Yeah, because have you ever noticed in, like, all the depictions in it? The gods and everything, they were all, like, that's, like, all from ancient history made up and all that and stuff. If they're real, they're real. If they're not, they're not. Not getting into that discussion. But I'm just saying, in all those depictions of them, they always have perfect hair, perfect teeth. You think the gods would have been ugly motherfuckers back then with the lack of dental care. Oh, yeah, that is a cave. That is a cave line. Ah, get off it. With my mash. Get off, get off, get off. Ow. You know, I really didn't want to do this to you, sir. I'm sorry I had to do that, sir. I really did not want to hurt you. You see, that's like the reason why I always have my honey badger out lately, because I still don't know. Okay. Ooh. This is a big mission area. First of all, what's the village thing I need for Rashani? Okay, he needs south stuff, so I don't need to worry about that.
Oh, I had freaking tack mask.
Tag the Udam healer who makes bone dust that Da needs. Okay, Owl Buddy, this is where you come in.
Oh, come on. The spread's wider than that, dude.
Sayakan Mushaskanim Shaja.
Take out that sniper. Oh jeez, he's closer than I thought he was.
Rima, fuck you! Got a triple. Ooh, baby, a triple. Ooh, baby, I'm sliding on.
Damsha Udam
Ooh, baby, a headshot.
Shaskani Shanti.
Oh, I'm so wacky. Oh, the old wacky pad. Or they used to once upon a time. When I had friends. I think. Running around with a shotgun and I'm 86.
I was trying to be nice with you guys, but no, you had to come after me. You must be the bone dust.
Shaskani.
Aw, that Gavin left. That's a real shame. Guess his internet gave out or something. Well, me alone on commentary. Huh, that's a first for they're doing all kinds of this. You guys like pizza? Like, what kind of TV? What kind of, like, TV shows do you guys watch? Anything interesting? Or I don't know. I don't know why I just started doing that. Anyway, now let's see. Wow, I really don't have a decent spawn point towards you guys, do I? Ooh, I might actually do that just because that gives me a skill point. I guess I'm gonna have to go. Wait, did that say right? Oh god, that does say Elder Mammoth. God damn it, I don't want an elk. Anyway. So. Being all alone. Jeez. But I guess that gives me a little bit more freedom to talk about everything. Hold on. So, first of all, why do I still have fire on my club? I do not. Anyway, quick look in the reward stash. Oh, there's some south stone. Good. Any... Ooh, good. Some rare red bitefish skin. One... Is that enough for, Is that enough for that? Alright, cool. I just gotta do some, south mining for some... Jeez, I actually need 50 south maple? Wow. Okay. But again, not gonna be done while doing this, because... Honestly, as much fun as I have just running around, goofing off, and getting all these goddamn, bits of, crafting tools and things like that. It's not something that I really want to bore you guys with during this stream. I'm mainly here for doing the missions. I'm mainly here to have a good time, let my friends see, all kinds of things like that. But, you know, that's just how I am. Because, not really, I mean, I just like doing, I know, mostly for my friends, to be honest. Or, at least that's how it started out anyway. The hell was I looking at again? Oh, wait. I don't have any skill points. And I need 3 for that. Okay. So, I actually have another friend of mine who kind of does a similar thing, so he focuses more on, what do you call it? He focuses more on old retro games, like NES games, N64 games. I actually gotta tell him that I'm starting this up again. And... why am I collecting resources? I promised I wouldn't do... mammoth. No, 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 no. Don't want to piss off the mammoths. Nope. Anyway. But yeah, he does his kind of thing. Not really sure. God, I can't even remember his goddamn YouTube name. It's been so long since I actually took a look at his stuff. But, you know, he's another one. Just does it for fun. It's kind of like, for those who enjoy those old retro gamers and... old retro games and everything. And I'm not gonna bother you, Mr. Mammoth. Okay, so there's the maple. But so if I can remember what the hell it is, I'd have to give a shout out to him. But just gotta remind him actually to say. Oh my god. What the hell is Stonehenge doing here? What the hell? I thought the commentary for everything in this place said that this took place in like around where Slovakia and Hungary and all that, or like Central Europe. Why is Stonehenge here? That is in a completely different area. Oh my god. Jesus. Okay. So, what do I have to do for this? Jeez. So, my god, this looks so much better than Stonehenge. How is nothing like this in the middle of freaking Europe? Okay. There's another idle place that I can do here. Let's do the is that a cave entrance? No. I don't think so. Anyway. Doesn't look like there's too many people here. Okay. What's that? Yeah. Anybody else want a piece? Huh? Hey, I earned a skill point. I didn't think so. Okay.
Palhuinja Salwata.
Yes, I saved many. There we go. Jeez, I completed 2 missions and I'm only about halfway through my play limit for this. At least per episode. Oh, what to do now? Wow, I really have a 32% XP bonus? Wow. And that's... I don't know. Let's see, screw it. Let's go see Urki again. What crazy contraption he's up to this time. So, for those of you who may remember, Urki was met several episodes ago. And honestly, Urki was not really the smartest guy I've ever seen in this game. He wanted to learn to fly, and he failed quite miserably at it. Is this the right way? Wait, hold on, there's a... Wait, what? There's a Dacia hand over here. So, I know that once they show up, they're permanently marked when you zoom in close on the map, but I don't know. Yeah, see, because in the map, the parts that reveal... See, oh, that's still... Yeah, you know what? No. I'm not going to bother again. It's something I'll take care of off-screen. So, we'll head out this way, then. Let's switch back out to my bow. Now we're fully stocked on arrows. Okay, up the cliff we go. But, well, honestly, oh, wait, south dust. That's what I need. But, in all honesty with this game, the only Far Cry, like, not just this game, like the whole series, I have been a massive fan of the Far Cry series, with the exception, and I know some people will probably hear this, and other diehard Far Cry fans are probably gonna hate me hearing this, but the only Far Cry game, get out of the way, chickens, the only Far Cry game that I didn't like was the first one. I really don't know exactly why. I tried playing it, and to me, maybe it was because I was spoiled by Far Cry 2, which was really a strange step away from the rest of the whole series. Cause I know a lot of people don't like Far Cry 2 that much because it took a major change in direction from the original Far Cry. But you know, that's just like but because the original Far Cry, I didn't even play it all that much. I'm not even completely sure about how the story works and everything, or how the... Oh dear. Yeah, you deal with him. I'm gonna keep going this way. But, Far Cry 2, I fell in love with Far Cry 2. Oh, god damn it, how did I swear I saw it. Anyway, But yeah, I fell in love with Far Cry 2. It was challenge. The only thing about it that was kind of like strange. Oh god, I can't avoid you. You know what? I'm gonna do the easy way of this. Take a little bit. Go get it. Easy there, Fang. Good boy. Good boy. Can I pet you? I've never... Oh, wait, I can't. I can't. Let me pet you. I've never pet... No, I don't want to ride you right now. I've never actually seen me petting a saber-tooth in this game before. Fang. Fang. Come on. No, 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 no. Rah! Jesus Christ. It's fucking around. Can I pet you now, Fang? Aw, look at him. Look at him. No, 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 no. What? From the freaking front? I thought you had to do that from the side. I saw the pet at... There we go. Oh, he's a cutie. Even back then, it's like, even back then in these old times or prehistoric times and everything, a big cat is still a cat. And... see, first of all, I'm gonna send him away so he doesn't do anything, but that's all I can say. A big cat is still a cat. They don't give a fuck.
Urki.
Okay, what did you
Ash
do?
Urki Udam Pash. Urki Udam Almosha.
You got a spear in your
Udam
chest.
Urki Karsa.
Oh, long time. Long time.
How did you not know? Oh, now you know, so now it hurts. Ooh.
Oh, Budakwala, Urki, Sawhata.
Anyway, what was I saying? Far Cry 2. Middle of unnamed African country, and you're basically in a gigantic war between factions. The real I guess you could call it a standout story, mainly standout being that it's so different from the rest of them. And... oh, wonderful, I have to go find rocks right now. But you had it kind of had a drug theme to it, like a lot of these do. But mainly in the sense of just treating malaria. But I really liked Far Cry 2 because again, you actually got to choose your starting character, and there was like 10 of them to choose from. Each one had like a special little perk to themselves that the rest didn't have. I always chose the guy who could always carry an extra healing syringe on him. But the part of it that really got to me on Far Cry 2 was the characters that you didn't choose from, and a couple of others that you couldn't choose anyway, which was kind of weird. I think it would have been kind of cool if you let people play as one of the female characters that become your quote-unquote friends in this one. Or, well, in Far Cry 2 anyway. But it really, you kind of like bonded with all of them through the story, because you choose one character, and if you decide to go through it with all of it, you're going to meet every other character in the game. They all can switch around and be... oh, here we are. Find special Urki rocks. But... you're a horn blower. Oh god, are they going to make love on that island? Jesus Christ. This game is not shy on the adult content, is it? But, you get back with the whole bit with Far Cry 2 and everything. You make all these friends, they fight alongside you, and the thing is, if they went and died on you in the middle of, like, a firefight, whoa! Okay. But, if one of your buddies went and actually died on you in the middle of a firefight, they died in the game permanently. Which I thought was very, very interesting. You're not paying attention. Okay. But, so... you were always out, you were just like, I want to protect these guys. I want them to make it through with me to the end, because there was actually a really cool bit if you were able to have them all survive until the end. Well, kind of like a secret ending kind of thing. Well, I wouldn't call it a secret ending, but it was cool in a sense. The way that was though was if you actually went at, well, it didn't matter how many of the companions you actually got in the game, because like the big surprise at the end, basically, well, not wanting to spoil anything for people who may want to play it sometime, but long story short, it's a big story of betrayal. And so oh god, you. Those people, they freaking, first of all, that's some Urky rock. But you're an elite guy. I'm gonna lure you over here. Come on, buddy, get a little closer. I love doing that. Anyway, but yeah, so I had a feeling there was going to be an Urky rock on this island, but as it turned out, in the end of Far Cry 2, it actually turned out, again, not want to spoil the ending, but multiple ending types, all of which were actually very, very interesting. And I played that game through a couple times to actually see them all, but I know some people wouldn't do that because they didn't exactly like Far Cry 2. But, so, I loved Far Cry 2. I've loved every one of these games, and this one, they all have had a special place in my heart. Far Cry 3, I think was probably the best one of the series. So, well, I can't have a full opinion on Far Cry Primal yet to place on that list for me, so I'm just going to be sticking with the previous. I'll probably end up by the end of this. But Far Cry 2 is probably there, and I can't really even list them for a whole thing like that. But so I guess Far Cry 3 I think would probably be the best of the whole series, because it introduced so much, and there was just so there was so much sacrifice. There was the drug trips that he was for, the Jason Brody's story that just forced him to go from being who he was into this hardcore Rambo-like guy, all for the sake of his friends and family and everything. So it was great. It was just an amazing story, and that charismatic man Voss, holy crap, was he crazy. The only thing I would have changed about it is not killing, well, again, not wanting to spoil anything, but I wish Voss would have stuck around longer, let's put it like that. Oh god, I gotta throw a spear at your chest. Huh? He's not dead, is he? You didn't want to kill him? Okay, no, he's not dead. They still have him making noise. Okay. But, like I said, with Far Cry 3, probably the best one of the whole series, in my opinion. I know there are a lot of people that probably have different opinions than that, but that's just me. Far Cry 4, I would have to say probably number 2. Again, I've loved all these games so much, and as much as I love Far Cry 2, I have to put it at the bottom of the list for these, like, just for those 3. Just because, like, as good of a game as it was just so basic and so unlike what a Far Cry game actually is, especially looking back on it now. But Far Cry 4, I put that at number 2. Far Cry 4 was an amazing game in itself, and it was, I guess you could say it was just as good as Far Cry 3. And it added actually some cool weapon things. You could actually modify the weapons more. And who doesn't love riding around on elephants and just destroying people? But I mean, it added a few things, but it didn't add, like, as much as a lot of people thought it would. But it was still an amazing game. So for the Far Cry games out there, so the order of what I think they're like, how good they are so far: 4, 3, or no, 3, 4, 2, 1 in the order. Primal, which for the sake of the list, I think would probably end up being Far Cry 5. Something tells me it's going to end up between 3 and 4. Because they took another completely unexpected, well, not unexpected, because they've been tossing that idea around for a while. They took a completely different direction for a Far Cry game. But it's still, with the lack of firearms and the lack of vehicles and everything, it still feels like a Far Cry game. And everything's just so authentic. Everything looks great. They kept the primitive language and everything, so it sounds like you're actually... Because I honestly would have to say, if everyone in this game was speaking in English, I probably wouldn't be enjoying it as much. And I know that's just kind of like... That's just being picky, but that's just how some people are. Anyway, so, as you can see here, it's become nighttime. I've completed a couple of missions, so... With that being alone, it's nearing 3:30 or nearing 3 o'clock in the morning, and insomnia is starting to wear off. I'm actually starting to feel tired, so I think that's going to be my last episode for the night. And to those of you who are watching, thank you. For those of you who will watch this in the future, just everything. Feel free to comment on my videos and see if there's any games that you might want to see in the future, because I actually have a decent library of games that I could go back and play another time. I mean, I'll probably go and end up probably putting something on the channel about, like, what game should I do next. Though I gotta say, in the long run, probably what's going to be next is going to be The Division, because that's what's coming out, and everybody and all my friends are getting it, so that's going to be fun to play as a group. And that's going to be done for a little bit, but the one I'm really looking forward to, and I wanted to do a Bloodborne thing of this, but unfortunately I didn't really get into Bloodborne as heavily as I did until a couple months ago, and I completely forgot about the Wayside stuff here. But I'm definitely going to do Dark Souls 3 on here. I cannot wait for that. I've got less than 2 months, and it's going to be amazing. Because, actually, what's today? Being that it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. Today is February 27th, so I've only got about... Well, I'm starting to ramble on, and I've gone a couple minutes over what I try and keep these videos to. So, enough of my ranting. To those who watched, thank you. To those who will watch, thank you as well. And I will see you next time. And, well, not much else to say. Have a good time.